Hi, I'm here with the Mass readings for Wednesday, May 5th, 2021, Wednesday of the 5th week of Easter. A reading from the Acts of the Apostles. Some who had come down from Judea were instructing the brothers, "Unless you are circumcised according to the Mosaic practice, you cannot be saved." Because there arose no little dissension and debate by Paul and Barnabas with them, it was decided that Paul, Barnabas, and some of the others should go up to Jerusalem to the apostles and presbyters about this question. They were sent on their journey by the church and passed through Phoenicia and Samaria, telling of the conversions of the Gentiles, and brought great joy to all the brethren. When they arrived in Jerusalem, they were welcomed by the church, as well as by the apostles and the presbyters, and they reported what God had done with them. But some from the party of the Pharisees, who had become believers, stood up and said, "It is necessary to circumcise them and direct them to observe the Mosaic law." The apostles and the presbyters met together to see about this matter. The word of the Lord. The responsorial psalm. Today's responsorial psalm is Psalm number 122. The response is, "Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord. I rejoiced because they said to me, 'We will go up to the house of the Lord.' And now we have set foot within your gates, O Jerusalem. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord. Jerusalem, built as a city with compact unity, to it the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord, according to the decree for Israel, to give thanks to the name of the Lord. In it are set up judgment seats, seats for the house of David. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord. Let us go rejoicing to the house of the Lord." A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. John, chapter 15, verse 1 to 8. Jesus said to his disciples, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and everyone that does, he prunes so that it bears more fruit. You are already pruned because of the word that I spoke to you. Remain in me as I remain in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own unless it remains on the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit, because without me you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me will be thrown out like a branch and wither. People will gather them and throw them into a fire, and they will be burned. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, ask for whatever you want, and it will be done for you. By this is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples." The Gospel of the Lord. Here are some thoughts on today's scripture. Now that Jesus is risen, it means that he is now in his people. Of course, Jesus is present in every person in some way. As often as you do it to one of these, the least of my brothers and sisters, you do it to me. But he is present in a special way in his own disciples, that is, those who accept him as their Lord. Today's gospel says that our relationship to him is similar to a tree and its branches. The branch cannot be separated from the parent tree and continue to live. Is that why many with the name of Christian fall away? They have never really been part of the vine. At the same time, it is not enough to be a branch on the tree. There must also be fruit produced. It is not enough to be a Christian and fulfill one's religious duties. Love, he says, is shown in action, in deeds. Only when we are loving in deed can we know that Jesus lives in us. An example from the behavior of electricity may help us to understand. If a person makes an electrical contact with his body while wearing thick-soled rubber boots, the electricity will not enter his body because it cannot go through the body. On the other hand, if one were to stand barefooted in several inches of water, then the electricity romps through the body with rather disastrous results. In other words, if electricity cannot go through me, it cannot go into me. And God's love is similar. If the love He communicates to me does not pass on to others, then it does not come to me either. For me to experience God's love, others have to experience mine. And I cannot make an exception of even one person because God doesn't. And that is how we become good. We are good because God's love and goodness is acting in us and through us. We usually put it the other way. If I am first good, then God will love me. But God always loves me, whether I am good or bad. When I am good, it is because I allow His love to act in me. When I am bad, it is because I have blocked off His love. We must abandon entirely the idea that we earn God's love by our good deeds. God does not love me because I am good. I am good because God's love is working in and through me to others. Christ, have mercy on us. Thanks for listening. Have a blessed day. Remember to follow us on Instagram at accept_God_. You can also click on the link below, located below this video. Thanks.